What's up, everyone? I wanted to give you a little demo of this new idea I've been thinking of. We're right on our test world right now, and I'm really tired of all these slimes, so I turned off all the volume. But here is a little idea I had for a pawn shop that would be really great, I think, for multiplayer servers. So I'm terrible at interior decorating, as you can kind of tell, but this design will trade or will basically this villager, I'm using air quotes right now, but this villager will buy enchanted armor as well as enchanted swords. And so that's what we have in our inventory right now, some enchanted materials. And so what this guy will do is buy our enchanted items. So if we give him a helmet, then we'll hear in the background, I don't know if you heard, there were some little note block chimes. So the system does take a little while since there is some redstone involved. But then we'll see our item drop in here. And he basically wants to trade us a helmet for a emerald. And so if we say, let's say that's a good trade. So we can either accept or decline the trade. So let's go ahead and accept that trade. So it gives us the emerald, and then we can see that our helmet disappears. And I'll show you kind of where it goes later. But let's go ahead and try to trade him again. And let's go and say, give him the chest plate. So that chime means that it did accept that item. So we'll give it some more time. And then we'll see our new item, or our item drop there. And then he's giving us 1 emerald for this chest plate. So let's just say that we're going to decline that trade because we don't really want that. So he gives us back our chest plate and he takes back the emerald. So let's say we want to try to get something else good out of that chest plate. So let's see if he'll offer us any more emerald out of that chest plate. So we heard the chime again, and then so what we're waiting for is the system to offer us that new trade. Okay, so he's still giving us 1 emerald. So let's decline it again, and let's try it one last time. But basically the system has a chance of giving you either 1 or 3 emerald. But of course there's a higher chance that he'll give you 1 emerald, and a lower chance that he'll give you 3 emerald. And so I'll show you how the whole system works out. Okay, so he is offering us now 3 emerald for that chest plate. So let's go ahead and accept that trade. So he takes away our chest plate and he gives us the emerald. And so I really want to be able to set up this pawn shop so that if we offer the villager emerald instead, that he'll instead offer us, what is it called? He'll instead offer us a piece of iron, or not iron, but I forgot what it's called. Armor. So let's go ahead and see the redstone involved, or the whole mechanism behind here. So the first part to this is the hopper system right underneath the villager, underneath that chest. So what happens here is the hoppers feed into this dispenser, and these dispenses the pieces of armor. And so this villager here is able to pick up and cycle the enchantments. So what this guy does is he'll pick up any enchanted items, and basically it cycles a few times, and if he does accept the item, then it will go over here, trigger these note block chimes, and then get out of the way, slime. Then it'll go up this glass elevator. And so it'll go all the way to the top and into this hopper chain. Once the item, so the way that it gets up here is if it's accepted by the system. And so once the item goes all the way to the top here, it's detected by this comparator. And basically this is a randomizer. And in this we have 5 dirt blocks, and up here we have a wooden shovel. So based off of the item that's put up here in the hopper, which is read by this comparator, it could give off anywhere between 1 and 3 redstone signal. And so basically if a dirt block is up here, then there's going to be only 1 signal, which will trigger only this dispenser. But if a shovel is up here, like it is now, then it'll give off a redstone signal of 3. So the dropper up here is full of emerald, and once that is triggered, then it'll go down to this dispenser, and then there's this little clock here that will basically dispense all the items up in here and down into that cell. So the cell on the right here has the emerald that the guy is offering. And then so the sword or whatever item continues down this train. Give me a second. Let me go ahead and set the time again to the daytime. So the item will continue going down here. And again, we have this little clock here that once an item goes into that slot, then it'll drop down. So next, let's go ahead and explain the buttons behind here. So if we accept the trade, or we have the option, I guess, to accept the trade or decline the trade. So let's go ahead and explain that, how that one works. So when we accept the trade, which is this green one here, this redstone is connected up to this drop, or I mean this, what is it called? Piston here. So the piston, if we accept the trade, then this piston will push the diamond to us. If we decline the trade, then this other redstone wire, this one here, it will go over to the other one. So basically, if we accept the trade, it'll push the emerald to us. If we decline the trade, then it'll push the armor or the sword back to us. And at the same time, there is a little OR gate system set up here, so that if we push the accept or the decline, then after a certain amount of time, then the hopper will end up, or this little redstone signal here, will invert this torch, and this torch is connected up and powering this hopper and this hopper, which means that then the items will then be held in here, or basically it prevents items from going to that hopper, which shows that once we, let me go back into the place here, but once the items are dispensed from the top, they just sit there and allow us to be able to look at the items, see what we want to trade, and then that's how that works. So let's go ahead and just put the item back in, see if he'll trade it with us, and I hope he will, because I wasn't really paying attention for the chime. So let's wait a little bit. Okay, so he is offering us 3 emerald now for this leggings. So if we accept the trade, which we're going to do, then it'll push the emerald to us and take away our leggings. So let's go ahead and see where those hoppers feed up to. And these hoppers go all the way and feed into the same chest. So we can see that the items that we traded with him, the diamond helmet, the diamond chest plate, as well as the diamond leggings, we all traded him for these items. And then these 2 emerald here is also what was fed in from the top there. So yeah, that's basically how this thing is setting up. Like I said, I do want to incorporate into the design a way to give this guy emerald, and then he'll give us the armor, or a random piece of armor, or a random sword with the enchantment on it. And that's kind of what I want to be able to do next. But I did want to get your ideas or your suggestions for how we can improve this design, because this is just a design that I pretty much just came up with incorporating some of the concepts that I've seen in previous videos, but basically the design is all by myself. So yeah, if you like this video, do give it a like. If you have any suggestions, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. But I want to thank you guys for watching and hope you have a wonderful day.